Welcome back to my fifth video journal, which is related to sex and gender. This topic has been interesting because I have never been a person who cares about gender or sexual topics. However, I could understand deeper the differences between gender and sex, differences that actually I didn't know. The first one, according to the text Gender Socialization, is the cultural differences between men and women. Firstly, there are many ways to develop our gender. It could be developed through the stereotypes that media shows, also imitating social behaviors, especially from same-sex adults, from peers, from parents, etc. It has given me many new material for understanding children's behavior and how we are naturally developing our gender. For example, when we were kids, we automatically tried to have same-sex friends. It is known as a self-segregation, which means how to be male or female from same-sex peers. Then I consider gender as the expected behavior and look that society wants from us. An example for this point is that some lessons ago we had to do an activity. It was about women had to act as men and men as women. When it was the turn of the girls imitating the boys, it was easy. We acted as people who like sports, beers, many girls at the same time, to be disrespectful with women, to look down on females. We did everything that once has made us to feel afraid or vulnerable. It was a kind of revenge. We acted as the way that media and society consider how males should behave. When it was the turn of the boys, it was too difficult for them to imitate us. I believe that it was because they knew that being a woman in these days is too complex and difficult. Even they couldn't deal with it. It happened because they couldn't figure out how difficult it is to be a woman. Regarding to this topic, I would like to teach my students not to act as the way that society wants from us. It will seriously hurt female or male gender, and the idea is that we could respect both gender and to act as the way that we want to and not as the way that society expects from us. Secondly, moving on to the next topic, sex, we discussed that it is related to a biological, emotional, psychological, spiritual, and cultural connection between two or more people with the purpose of feeling pleasure. In institutions, it is a kind of taboo topic which is vaguely taken into consideration. However, it should be a relevant topic in order to teach students how to care about application methods, to teach them about sexually transmitted disease, to know their bodies, etc. Nonetheless, there are people who think that talking about it in schools would open students' minds and stimulate them to have sex. Yet, it would help them to be culturally informed about how to avoid disease, how to take care of their bodies, etc. Finally, as I mentioned before, I have never been a person who cares about gender and sex. Nevertheless, the past lessons, as every single one, and readings have helped me to have an opinion and arguments about those themes that are always in students' conversations. It would help me to have answers to those questions that a student could ask me about the topics recently mentioned. I'm thankful due to the dissimilar and useful knowledge that I am constantly adding to my formation as a teacher. Well, that was my fifth video journal. Thanks for watching it.